Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to my channel. My name's Mark. This video is going to be about some isometric shoulder strengthening exercises. Just before we jump into the content, if it's your first time here, please consider subscribing. This channel is going to give you loads of evidence-based rehabilitation strategies on injuries. I've done some stuff on postural work. We'll look at some knee stuff, some shoulder stuff as we are doing today. So please consider looking at the channel. If you've got any videos you'd like me to film, leave a comment below. And let me know. Apart from that, we'll get on with the content. Today we're going to look at some isometric shoulder contractions. An isometric is just a contraction without any movement. These have been shown to be really useful in the early stages of injury, mainly when we're looking at pain within shoulders. So these can be used almost as paracetamol, so little and often. It can be used in other joints as well, but today we're just going to focus on shoulders. I will look at doing some videos on other joints and isometric contractions with them. So we're going to look at 3 different movements. We're going to look at abduction, so movement out to the side. So if you're struggling with that movement out to the side, we'll look at how we can strengthen that without causing you pain. We'll look at movement out in front and overhead, and we'll also look at some internal and external rotations, so 4 movements in total in fact. First up, that movement out to side that lots of people struggle with. We're going to have a look at how we can get an isometric contraction just using your other arm. So we can start either low down near the wrist, which is going to be a bit harder because the lever's a little bit longer, or up by the shoulder. And all we're going to do is try and produce that movement out to the side, but using the arm to resist it. You don't want to try and break through it. You're looking about 40 or 50% of a contraction, holding for 10 seconds and then just relaxing. Repeating that as you feel able to. If that is quite easy, then do try moving your hand down a bit lower, so you can do this at your wrist, or the other option is to push out against the wall. Pushing out against the wall will be allow you to push a bit harder potentially, and is probably the best option that you've got with this one. The same with that forward movement. We're going to look to raise that arm up in front, this time resisting with the other arm to resist your movement as you push up in front. If it's easy, give yourself a bit of a longer lever, and you can change your positions as well. So with isometric contractions, we know that you will get strong in that specific position. So if you've got a little bit of movement, then you can think about changing that movement up as well, and just changing your angles as you go. Same with that forward flexion. You can resist in different positions, just 10 seconds, holding for again 50 to 60% of that contraction. And you can do that up to 10 times, or just little and often during the day as a paracetamol effect. And the same with rotation, so we're rotating it out to the side or rotating into the body, and we can resist that just by putting your hand towards the lower part of your forearm and then just thinking about trying to produce that same movement, holding for 10 seconds, up to 10 times as you feel comfortable with. Again, all of these we want to be relatively pain-free, feeling the muscles working rather than anything else. So there we have it, ladies and gents. Lovely little video about how we can start to increase some strength and hopefully reduce down the pain in your shoulder. So this is research backed, so I will put a link to the research articles that I've put up on the screen in the description below. If you want any more information, leave a comment below. I respond to every single comment that I get on this channel. Do consider subscribing. If this has been useful as well, do share it onto Facebook and Instagram and everywhere else. And apart from that, I'll see you again in the next video, ladies and gents.